Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay. Let's go. Yo, listen, big win. Woo. Scott McTominay, 2 late goals, man. Man, you won 2-1. 2 extra time goals at that, 93rd, 97th minute. It was tough. It was a fight, but we found a way to win, man. It's funny. Isn't it ironic? The 2 guys that he hates were the 2 guys that saved his job, saved Eric Ten Hag's job. Maguire assisted on that last goal to give us the win, man. It was crazy. It was man, I'm happy to get the points. I'm happy to see us, get some positive result. Big up to all the men them that want to text and talk at the during the halftime, and Rash Bappe and other comments, and those that thought it was going to be 4 in a row and blah blah blah. Big up to y'all, man. Thank you for the love. I hope you enjoyed the result today. I hope you guys are doing fine. All you Arsenal fans and Liverpool fans and Man City fans that want to talk nonsense, talking about this and that. I hope you enjoyed those 3 points as well. And y'all better win tomorrow. Better win tomorrow, because you're going to catch it. Woo! Y'all better win tomorrow. Yo, listen, man. It was a win. That's the best way I could put it. That's the best positive I could put towards this game. It was not easy, but thank God for Scott. Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay. Let's be honest now, guys. I'm done gassing. I'm done doing all that, bro. We're in trouble. Yo, let me tell you something. We is in trouble, as they say in the hood. We have problems. So you're going to sit there and tell me that we had to struggle to get points against Brentford, bro. We had to sit here and struggle and wait 90-something minutes to get points against Brentford, to get goals against Brentford. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're saying is okay, bro? We're sitting here and we have a difficult time getting points against Brentford. Let me find. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to find Brentford on the table. Brentford has 7 points, 14th in the league, bro. We had no goals, bro. 0, nil, nada, no goals. All this time for us to sit here and think that the fact that we spent an entire 90 minutes and not score goals against Brentford, for us to think it's okay, for us to sit here and celebrate as if we're back and we're doing something great, then we're sitting here and we're fooling ourselves, bro. Honestly, I'm going to support my team. I'm with my team. I'm happy for my team. I'm actually happy for McTominay, because he's been one of the guys who's been scapegoated over the past year or so. Not saying he's the best guy, but I think he's part of a bigger issue. But this right here is the worst possible result. I actually didn't clap, didn't celebrate. I saw the goals go in. I was like, it's great. You know, we got 3 points. Maybe in the long run, these 3 points are going to mean something for us, for our confidence, for our fight to get into the top 6. Because the top 4 is out of the question, bro. But if we're honest, this performance sucked, bro. Like at what point do we have to realize that this is not working, bro? At what point do we have to realize that we can't start Mount and Bruno, especially if you have Mount on the right? But before I go on, big ups to Eric Ten Hag, big up to the men then for listening to my podcast, because the exact starting 11 that I dropped yesterday was the same one that he dropped today. So big ups to him, man. I respect you for that, bro. I wouldn't have starting Rashford, but you started Rashford. That's fine. But for the most part, putting Amrabat and Casemiro, putting Lindelof on the wing, with things that I mentioned. So you can't tell me guys are not watching the podcast. Big up to you. Make sure you share. Don't keep it all to yourself, because the last 2 changes I recommended were actually implemented. So big up to you, man. I respect you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a fan. Eric Ten Hag, I appreciate you. He's that guy from Breaking Bad, that bald-headed guy. That's who Ten Hag looks like, bro. Thank you for being there. I wouldn't have started Onana, but Onana had a couple of big saves towards the end. He had 2 big saves that actually kept us in the game. So as much as he had little issues in the beginning, and that goal questionably is because of him, but he did have 2 big saves that kind of save us and get us there. So like we have to, like, the issue I have with all sports, with my team, with opposing team, are fanatics. Those that sit here that are super emotional, that are super unrealistic, that sit here and say all is well, that you have folks on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok saying, yeah, we're back. We got this. Man, you is back. And I told you this coach is the right coach. Blase, blah, blase, blah. That's a cap, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. There's no way in heck we should be struggling this bad against Brentford. So I'm telling you, the worst thing that could have happened is for us to sit here and win this game. So now the board, now the stands, now the stupid fanatics are going to sit here and say, I told you, Man U is back. No, there's no reason why we should need 90 minutes to score against Brentford, 14th in the EPL, bro. There's no way a professional and serious team is going to get to a point where we sit here and need all this and to think that we are back. We should have slapped them with our C team. When we sat here, we could not get a win, could not get a goal. Chelsea scored 4 goals today, bro. We could not score goals. It took a late 85th minute substitution to come in to do his thing and score goals, bro. Scored 2 goals to get a dub, which is great. Cool story, good images. You know, it allowed me to stay in the chat for another day because we got our 3 points and we're going forward. But at the end of the day, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen because this gives the coach more time. This reminds me of Ali. Remember Ali, every time his job was on the line, do get a big win and buy him another month? And we're sitting here like, oh my God, why is this going on? Because at the end of the day, we know how this movie's going to end. He's not a big-time coach. This job is too big for him, bro. This job is not, he can't handle coaching big-time talent. He can't handle coaching guys who make a lot of money, who've been in the game for a while. He can't handle that. He's used to coaching young guys making $50K, $100K a week. Then he could have cats run laps. He could have cats pen apologies to him and say, I'm sorry, coach. I'm sorry, sir. Not these kind of players. This is not Ajax, bro. It's a whole different situation, man. It's a whole different ball game, and this guy is struggling with this, man. I understand the players take a big role, but we also have to see that we're doing the same thing over and over again. For the past 1.5 years, we sit there, get the ball out to the wing, and wait for a cross. And there's no movement off the ball. There's no cuts. There's no direct play. Big up to my man Garnacho, who I've been telling you to start for a long time. Garnacho comes in and he helped get the first goal. He kept fighting and was direct and said, I'm going to do something. I'm not going to sit here and do the percolator with the ball at my feet in the box waiting for something to be done. He sat there and made something happen. Rashford, guys, listen, bro. I don't know, man. Rashford is not in a good space. This whole thing with him starting him and then after 60 minutes put Garnacho in is not working. Just don't start the guy. And now there's reports that he walked out of the locker room. There's reports that he's not happy. Listen, bro, get this guy out of here. Listen, Rashford is a great talent. He's one of my favorite players, but I also have to understand he's not playing well. this is not a fanatics podcast where I sit here and just, everything red, everything man, everybody's perfect. I'm not one of those guys that sit here and thinks my team can't do wrong. I'm also sitting here and realizing that though I think he's a great player, he may need another team. He may need a change of scenery, a new accountability. Maybe he should have went to Paris last year and played under Mbappe. And because what I think for Rashford can't handle being the guy. He can't handle being the main guy. Go to PSG, where it's Mbappe's team, Mbappe's squad, and he'll sit there and then he'll just chill through 2020 every year, poach a couple of goals because of all the attention to Mbappe, and he'll be fine. He has to go. We have his replacement in Garnacho. We have his replacement. And it'll be easier for us to find someone to replace as opposed to sitting here and trying to force him to work. Bruno, same thing with Bruno. Bruno's dead, bro. Master Splinter is dead. His rat face behind sitting here and complaining and blah, 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 not engaged. He does a couple of moves, man. He does a couple of great shots and a couple of good passes. But overall, he has no energy. He has no effort. He holds the ball way too long. He sees plays a little bit too late. He cost us goals, man. So Bruno is somebody that has to be put. And he's our How could this guy be our captain? He's our captain. This guy that I just spoke about, no energy, poor attitude, misses passes, needs to be dropped, is our captain. Come on, guys, man. This can't be life, man. He has to be sat down as opposed to sitting here and trying to force him in on the pitch with Mason Mount. I'll put Mount at the 10 after everything with Anthony clears up. I just don't agree with having Anthony's play and start because we didn't allow that for Mason. We didn't allow that for Sancho. So I don't like to support double standards. I know he's your guy from Ajax, but I don't really support what he's doing. So, but I think we need to not put Bruno on the right. I think that's a spot to put him where he has, unfortunately, no place to, nowhere else to go. So I think that is one of the reasons why folks may put him on the right, but for the most part, I would not put him anywhere near the 10. Put Mount there. Give Mount is doing better. You know why he's doing better? He's getting consistent play. You can't sit here and put a guy in for one day and have a bad game for whatever and then drop him. That's what this guy does. It's like he's playing FIFA. He puts guys in. It don't work out. Move this guy out. A guy needs a few games. God needs a week. God needs a few weeks to be able to kind of learn and play, learn his team, learn what goes on. So I will put Bruno. I'll put Mount at the 10. Mount at the 10. Amrabat and Casemiro should stay there at the middle too, and then put Mount at the 10. Let him do his thing, bro. He's high energy. He's doing well, bro. But of course, he gets subbed out for Anthony. Ten Hag's boy. The same treatment you give everybody else, you have to give to Bruno. That's the reason why he doesn't try. That's the reason why he sits there and has no effort. Because he knows he won't get dropped. He's the captain. His play has gotten worse this season because he's the captain. And he knows, I'm the captain. I don't have to try because no one's dropping me. Period. That's what happens. So this dub is not. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because, personally speaking, it allows me to stay in the chat for a little longer and talk junk about my team. But unfortunately, it also is an issue because it masks our problem. And those who don't know any better are going to be like, yep, the team is back. These the guys. I told you. McTominay must start next week. I told you. Eric Ten Hag is the man of the job for the job. No, he's not, dummy. He's not. Put him to coach the academy boys, bro. The U21, U18. Have him coach one of those teams, bro. You can't coach these guys, bro. Halftime. Takes off Casemiro. You take a Casemiro off for Eriksen. Casemiro. He's the problem. He's the one that we got to worry about. No, he's not the issue. Dag nabbit, bro. Take off Rashford, or Grossman and say, I'm taking off Bruno. You don't think cats see that stuff in the locker room? Ah, man, I could do what I want, man. Bruno does what he wants, so I'm gonna do what I want. Frick, man. Like, it's sad. I can't sit here and celebrate a victory. I can't sit there and be happy that we got 3 points. Because I sit there and watch this game, watch this crap. I almost cut the game off, bro. I almost cut the game off after the 90 minutes. Like, we're dead, bro. Cats have the ball on the wide, and then there's folks just waiting for the cross. There's no cuts. There's no movement. There's no bringing the ball back to the middle to try to get a couple of passes together. Did you watch PSG against Newcastle? Yes, they lost, right? But when they had the ball, they were passing the ball. There were cuts. There were movements. There were folks trying to get open. There were folks trying to put some passes together. All this guy does is tell folks, get the ball wide, swing the ball into the box, and pray something good happens. Again, I'm not absolving the players, but at some point you have to sit here and say, why is the coach teaching the same tactics over and over again? There has to be at a moment of epiphany where it's saying, this is not working. You see my issue with this coach? He's prideful. Not once has he sat here and said, you know what, man, listen, I got to do better. Luis Enrique on Wednesday sat there and said, you know what? It's on me. I'm the coach. It's never the coach. It's the referees. It's injuries. It's the schedule. Or now it's Rashford. It's this person. It's never the coach. The coach has never sat there and said, you know what? It's my bad. It's my fault. I've done wrong. I got to do better. Never. It's always someone but him. He's so confident in the garbage that he does. And he not once sits there and realizes and say, you know what? I got to do better. It's my bad. I got to fix things up. It goes on to the coach. I think what happens is not only that it allows you to get better, but it also takes pressure off the players. So they're not sitting here like stressed out, like, oh man, I'm in trouble. So we're sitting here, bro, watching this dead team, bro. Dead team. Struggle against Brentford. Brentford, guys. I think they have one victory in the past 20 EPL games. Brentford. You're sitting there watching the team, don't know anyone on their team besides Mbueno. I knew the Yardy guy, Pinnock, because he's a Yardy. I know anyone else on that team. I don't see Ivan Toney coming out. He sat here, dead side. And we struggled, bro. We had a tough time against Brentford. But now Ron, stop being a pessimist. Stop being so negative. Nah, bro. We got to be realist. We got to realize what's going on with this team. This team is dead, bro. This team is in bad shape. And a change needs to occur. With the players, I'm in favor of changing the coach. There needs to be a change, bro. Like, this is not acceptable, bro. Onana, another a miscue. Here's my thing with Onana. I think Onana is a mental case right now. Everything's in his head. But the one problem is a goalkeeper is as good as his defense. This team decided, or this coach decided, to swap out De Gea for Onana because he wants to play from the back. And not realizing because of the holes we have in defense, playing from the back is not our issue. We need someone that could stop the ball. We need a shot stopper. De Gea couldn't pass the ball out the back, but he was better at stopping shots. Onana could pass the ball out the back. He's better with the ball, but he struggles at stopping shots. So again, they got to pick your poison. A lot of these shots that he's facing are point blank shots that even on pro clubs you can't miss. Those are point blank. I mean, I've seen folks miss it, but they're point blank shots that folks sat here and they can't miss. They're professionals. They're inside the 18, straight on, with no one in between them. They're going to make those shots 10 out of 10. That shot's another point blank one. Could he have stopped it? Probably, but it was just too much on it, and it's right straight on, bro. But again, he did make two big saves, though. He did make two big saves towards the end in like the 78th or 80th minute to really keep us in the game. I wouldn't blame him as much today. You know, I still think this may be a little bit too much for him, this platform. But I think that we have issues, bro. We have issues, bro. Man. Why can't I just be happy? Why can't I be content, bro? We sit here, get 3 points, but I'm still sad. I'm still frustrated. I'm still pissed off at this team. It shouldn't have to take this for us to win this game against Brentford, bro. I'm talking about Brentford. Brentford, bro. So, I mean, I think the man of the match, obviously, is McTominay. I'm seeing Bruno. I think Bruno's family in Portuguese need to stop sitting here and stuffing these ballots. People gotta stop saying Bruno's dead, bro. Splinter is dead. Let's cut this out, man. He's not the one. He is not the guy. Get him out of here, bro. Freaking A, he's not the man of the match. He's probably top 5. I could name 5 other guys that did better than him. End of the day, man, there's a big gap between us and the top 4 teams, bro. Spurs won again today. Man City, Arsenal tomorrow. Liverpool gonna get slapped by Brighton tomorrow. Those 4 teams better than us. 5 teams, if you include the Spurs, better than us. So we have to do better. So ultimately, at the end of the day, yes, we got 3 points, which was cool. But we also cannot ignore our issue. This is the worst result that we possibly could have had because now people think we're back. But end of the day, we still got our 3 points. Big up to all the men them that sits there and want to send messages and have time, want to have all Connect 4 and other things. We got 3 points. You need to worry about your teams tomorrow. Because if you don't win tomorrow, it's going to be bad. So thank you for listening, man. Thank you, man, for your time. I appreciate you guys. Give me some feedback. Don't forget to share all that and follow and all that good stuff. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.